Okay, welcome class, and this is going to be the welcome and introductory video to Stat 165, Elementary Statistics for Harper College. And so I'm excited to be introducing you and welcoming you to this class. And I'm going to try to keep this video relatively short because I'm going to go through a lot of the things that I would go through on the first day of class. A lot of this I'm going to leave also for you to read, but I'm going to point things out to you, and this is also to help you navigate Blackboard and how I have it set up. Keep in mind that this is a video that I'm going to be using that I over and over again from different classes I teach for 165. So just because the dates and things um, may not match up with what you're experiencing as far as dates and such, room numbers and the syllabus, just realize that the information is going to be pretty much the same, just for minor changes in the syllabus as far as dates, classroom management stuff, and as far as the calendar at the end of the syllabus and things like that, due dates, things may be different. Okay, so just keep in mind that this may not match exactly what you see in Blackboard or on the syllabus, but this video is meant to help you navigate and make sure that you read and to show you where a lot of the important things are. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by going through the Blackboard setup, and so I'm not going to again, I'm going to try to keep this short. I want you guys to go ahead and go through the Blackboard yourself and peruse it. Go through everything, make sure you know where everything's at, and read. Okay, read the syllabus, read my announcements, read things that I have sent to you. Okay, so now this is now if you look at I'm going to switch to your view for a moment instead of my view. Okay, so this is what you're going to see. So I'm going to send out announcements, and this is where you're going to see the announcements, and this is pretty much, these are the main things right here that you're going to be spending your time. Here's your grades and communication, things like that. But this is where I'm going to spend my time in this video going through. Okay, so the announcements, that's where you're going to get your welcome announcement that will come out if it hasn't already come out, um, welcoming you to the class. In fact, it was up on the screen a moment ago. That's the announcement that I will be sending out probably sometime in January. Well, depending on when you're taking this course. Then the next thing is the welcome and introduction. This is where my welcome video is going to be. Okay, so you'll see my welcome video up here, the one you're watching right now. And you're also going to see these other videos. Make sure you watch these videos. These are going to be good videos to watch. The first one is on the flipped classroom model and helps you understand how this class is going to work as a flipped class. Also, why you need to study statistics. This is particular to this class, what you're going to be studying in the world of statistics. And this one here won't apply too much to you because I'm an adjunct faculty, so I don't have office hours. But again, this is going to be helpful for you in your other classes if you have a faculty member. I highly recommend you watch this. It's a funny video, but it gives the point that, hey, if you need help, get help. Okay, wherever you can, through the tutoring center, from faculty, this is where you need to get help. Okay, so now, let's see, faculty information. So here's my faculty information here. Okay, and of course this is also on the syllabus, so now not too much there. Syllabus and schedule. So this is where you're going to find the syllabus. Okay, so I have the syllabus here, and all you're going to do is just click on it and download it and open it up in Word. And when you do, you'll get this document. Okay, so now it's pretty long, 10 pages. And again, be aware that this is may look different than what your current syllabus. So make sure you go on Blackboard, open and download the syllabus that's on there and read it, because these times, these dates may be different. So this is spring of 2020. So if you're taking this class, then this is the syllabus that I will send out. But if this is a later date in the future, then obviously things are going to be different. But the main bulk of the syllabus, all of the important information, other than dates and things, will be pretty much the same. Okay? So again, this information here tells you where we're going to meet, when we're going to meet, and what days we're going to meet. Um, this is my contact information again. Again, I don't have an office because I'm an adjunct faculty member. Okay, so I don't have office hours either. So but again, I can, depending on semester to semester, be able to meet with you outside of class by appointment. But again, it's not guaranteed because again, I teach at multiple institutions. Let's see here. Okay, so here's the textbook information. Okay, the textbook chapters are on Blackboard now. Because this is a flipped classroom, a lot of the pages, the textbooks are going to have blanks where you're going to have to fill them in using the videos that I have. Okay, so again, more to come on that. But very important to get a binder. I want you to get a 3-ring binder. Purchase it at any store. Just a good 3-ring binder. Big enough that it's going to hold all of the papers that you're going to all of the textbook chapters that you're going to print out. Okay, so again, very cost effective, and you're going to want these forms. You're going to want these chapters printed out because you're going to be filling in the blanks, and these are going to be. This is going to be the binder that you're going to use for the binder quizzes that I'm going to go over in a moment. Okay, but again, you're going to want to get a nice 3-ring binder that you're going to be printing off the textbook chapters that you're going to use the videos to fill in the gaps. There's going to be blanks that you're going to need the videos to fill in. Okay? Okay. Also, this is a technology-driven course, which means you're going to be using a lot of forms of technology, 2 forms to be specific. StatCrunch, which is going to be an online, so you're going to need access to StatCrunch for this course, and so that's going to be a cost of $13. You can sign up by just clicking on this link. So control-click on the link, and it'll take you to the website where you can sign up and register. So you will have to register for this StatCrunch for $13, or I think it's maybe even a little bit more, but it's around $13. It might have gone up to $14, $15 now, but nonetheless, you will need to purchase access to StatCrunch for this course. Then you're going to need a TI-84. Please make sure you have a TI-84, not a TI-83. There's going to be some functions and things that you're not going to have access to. So you're going to need a TI-84 or a TI-84 Plus graphing calculator. Okay. Now you can also rent them. Now again, I don't have the information as far as when those are going to be rented, but I will supply that to you at the beginning of the semester, usually the first week. But you're going to want to get, if you don't have a calculator, you're going to want to rent a calculator and do that as soon as possible. It's a $30 rental for the whole semester, and you get a $10 refund when you return the calculator at the end of the semester, as long as it's in good condition. Okay? And again, you're going to have to return the calculator by Friday, May 15th, 2020. Again, if there's any changes, I will do so in the syllabus. Okay, and again, this date changes from semester to semester, so this may not be accurate in this video. Okay, and again, cannot accept cash. You must use a debit or credit card to hold your calculator. This is, again, just for logistical purposes, keeping track of things. Okay, and it makes the refund much easier to do at the end of the semester. And then again, calculators are available on first come, first served basis, so make sure that you get there sooner rather than later, because once the calculator's all rented, there are no more. Okay? And calculators run over $100 for a TI-84 or higher. Okay, so there's the information where you would go. And again, I'll give you more information as the semester, at the beginning of the semester. And here's what you're going to need to be able to rent a calculator. So make sure you come prepared. Here's the course description. Again, this is a introduction to statistics, so it's going to be technology driven, like I said. Okay, so make sure you read this. Here's the method of presentation. There's going to be lectures, discussion, lecture videos. This should be lecture videos. Okay, discussions. So group work, calculator work sessions, computer work sessions. So again, this is going to be done in classroom because this is a flipped classroom. Your videos are going to be outside of class. You're going to be watching videos outside of class, except for perhaps the first day of class. But other than that, you will be watching videos outside of class. Again, here are the student outcomes. This is just a typical syllabi lingo for the class. So this is what we expect that you would learn in this class by the end of the semester. Here are the methods of assessment that I'm going to assess you on. These are where all your points are going to come from. And because this is a weighted class, so it's not a straight point for point. All the points are weighted different. So this is going to be your weights on the different things. So you got your 4 exams. That's going to be a total of 52% of your grade. So over half your grade in the class are the 4 exams, unit exams. Okay? Okay. And then the quizzes are going to amount to 10%. Homework is also going to amount to 10%. Attendance is 3% of your grade. It's mandatory. And also the departmental final is 25% of your grade. So again, it behooves you to make sure you study every day. You want to be reading and studying for this class every day. Okay? So you've got to treat this like a job because the university, the colleges, the Harper College treats this like a job. If you're a full-time student, you should be putting in approximately 40 hours a week into this, and that's what's expected. In both class time is included in that, but also outside of class time that you're putting into this, studying, watching the videos, reviewing the material, whatever the case may be. Okay, homework, etc. Okay, so now binders. Again, here's the binders. So you will need a 3-ring binder to keep your course textbook in it for easy access and for studying and for the binder quizzes that I'm going to talk about in a moment. Okay, there are blanks throughout the textbook that you will need to fill in or complete by watching the videos. If you don't watch the videos, then you will not be able to fill in the blanks accurately, and you won't have anything to use on your binder quizzes that I will have. Okay? Lecture videos. Again, make sure you watch lecture videos before class. Okay? Again, look at the syllabus. Okay? Look at the class schedule. I expect you to have the videos watched before you make it to class. Okay? So if we are going to be covering section 1.1 in class or 1.2, then you should have all of the videos for that section watched before class. Okay? Because why? Because in the flipped classroom, you will be applying in the classroom what you've watched on the video, what you've studied on the videos. So you're going to be doing your studying, some of your studying, and you're going to be watching videos, your lecture videos outside of class. Okay? And so you're going to study the material before we cover it in class. And then in class, what we're going to do is we're going to then apply what you've learned or what you've been exposed to, what you're studying by doing practice problems, by doing group work, by doing your homework in class. That way, when you get stuck on something, I, as the professional, will be there to help you. Okay? And that will also help me help you guys, especially those who are struggling with the material, more than the students who are getting the material. Because if you're getting the material, you can work more independently. So this is going to be more of a student-focused class. So if you are struggling with this material, you can use the classroom time to ask questions, to get help, like you would if you were to go to a tutoring center outside of class. But by the way, I strongly encourage you to use the tutoring center on campus to get even more help than just relying on inside of class. Okay, so there's my plug for the tutoring center, which will come up again and again. Okay, homework. So again, make sure you read about the homework. Your homework is going to be on My Open Math. Okay, I've got all of this on Blackboard. Okay, I'm going to show you where this stuff is located too. Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so now you must get an 80% on each homework assignment before you're able to access the next one. Now, you do get 3 attempts on every homework assignment. So if you don't do well on one, you could take it again. Okay? Now also, after the due date, you will not be able to get any more credit than what you've already gotten on the homework, but you can continue to go back and do the homework over and over again for practice. Even though you will not be able to increase your score, you will be able to review it. Okay? So I encourage you to do that. Okay, so make sure you read this. Whoops. Okay, so again, I'm just going over this as a bird's eye view, but I want you to make sure you read this in its entirety. Okay. Also, I'm going to post suggested homework. Now, this is homework that I'm not going to collect. Okay, but it is homework problems. It'll be not homework that I'm going to grade, but it's going to be exercises that I'm going to choose for the weekly quizzes that you'll have. So you'll have your binder quizzes, but you're also going to have weekly quizzes that I'm going to give you based on the material we covered the week before. Okay, and again, I'll talk about that in a moment. Here are some notes. Okay, I will be dropping the lowest 5 homework scores at the end of the semester. Also, if you get a 95% average on your homework at the end of the semester, I will give you a 2% boost in your overall grade in the class. That means if you've got an 88% at the end of the semester, that is a B. But if you got a 95% average over all of the homework, then I will add 2 percentage points to that, which in this case would give you a 90%, which would give you an A. Okay, so again, keep in mind some incentive for doing well and studying and doing your best work on homework. Okay, quizzes. Here are the quizzes. Okay, so there are 2 types of quizzes I'm going to be giving. I'm going to be giving weekly quizzes. That's going to be over the material that we covered the week before, the prior week. Okay, so what I will do is I will randomly select maybe 1 or 2 problems from the suggested homework that you don't have to do, but I'm going to be selecting 1 or 2 problems from the suggested homework to give you on a weekly quiz to quiz you on the material we covered the week before. Okay, there will be no makeup quizzes. So if you don't show up to class, then you miss the quiz, then that's going to be just counted as one of your dropped quizzes at the end of the semester. Okay, and I do drop the lowest 3 quizzes. Okay, so I dropped the lowest 3 quizzes. Now, the other type of quiz I'm going to do is the binder quizzes, which I alluded to or made reference to earlier. So again, so these are going to be quizzes I'm going to give you based on whether you watch the videos or not. So you'll be able to use your binders for these quizzes. So these will be like very easy quizzes. If you do the binders and you watch the videos and you fill in the blanks with what is given to you in the video, then these will be easy points. Okay? Exams. Okay, so there are 4 unit exams. Again, this is going to consist for each unit. Again, I'm going to show you where that material is going to be added in Blackboard. But there are 4 unit exams, 1 for each unit in the class, and there will be no makeup exams. So, regardless of the situation, other than pregnancy and complications due to pregnancy, there will be no exceptions to this policy. So if you oversleep, if you get into a car accident, God forbid, if you go on vacation or whatever the case may be, and you miss the exam, you will not be able to make up that exam. Okay? What I will do is I will replace whatever your lowest exam score is with what you get on the final exam. That is the only thing I will do. If you miss the second exam, you get a 0. No, there is just no way, no other option. Okay? So my suggestion is don't miss an exam. And please don't think that, oh, this is going to be a hard exam, so I'll just skip it and I'll just replace it. Because the final is a comprehensive final, which means you're going to have to know it anyway for the final, and you're going to have to know more. Okay? So I would just study and take care of the final. If you study and you watch the videos and you study and you do what's expected of you in the classroom, these exams should be very straightforward, and you should not have a problem doing well on the exam. Okay, the only way you could not do well on the exam is if you don't put in the work and study and get the help you need in class by me, or outside of class by going to the tutoring center or emailing me, whatever the case may be. But you've got to do what you need to do to do well, to study. Okay. Okay, a couple of things. No electronic devices of any kind except for a calculator will be used for the exam. No exceptions. Okay. No sharing of calculators. So if you forget your calculator, you're going to be out of luck because I'm not going to let you use mine and I'm not going to let you use somebody else's. Okay. So please make sure you have your own calculator. And please make sure you have a fresh pair of batteries in there at the beginning of the semester, because if your batteries are low and your calculator goes dead, again, I can't do anything for you. So please don't be prepared. So make sure you are prepared before class starts. Okay. Also, once I hand back the exam, after I graded it, you'll have 1 week to ask me any questions on the exam, challenging me, or if I make a mistake, obviously, definitely bring it to my attention. I can correct that and give you the points back. Or if you feel like I graded a problem incorrectly, please let me know. Because if I did, I definitely want to give you those points back. Also, if you feel like I took too many points off, or if you think I was unfair, or if you think I just was, took too many points off, or you felt like you answered the question correctly based on the solution, or should have gotten more points, well, let me know. Please, I am not above taking a second look. The worst thing that I can do is say no, that I won't give you the points back, and I'll always explain why I took the points off that I did. Okay? After a week, I won't make any more changes. So you have 1 week after I turn back the exams to bring any questions or challenges up to me. After that, I don't make any changes, regardless of my mistake or not. Okay? Okay, moving on. So, okay, here are the dates of the exams. Again, I'll let you look at that. Okay, extra credit. There will be extra credit opportunities. Again, please see Blackboard for more details. Okay? One of the extra credits is filling out and completing the last 2 pages of this syllabus and then submitting it on Blackboard before the due date. Cell phones, again, my policy on cell phones, please make sure you read. Tardiness, attendance policy. I give 2 points per day for attending class on time and for the entire class, which means don't come late and don't leave early. You get 2 points per class. If you come late, you lose a point. If you leave early, you lose a point. And I do keep track of this stuff. Okay? And I do try to update this every day as far as after class, updating the attendance. Let's see, switching classes. Okay, no switching classes after 2 weeks of class. After the first 2 weeks of class, I don't allow switching classes. This is again per the college. So again, something I put in my syllabi. Withdrawals, just make sure you have the withdrawals. Again, this date may be different. So again, this is the date for this particular syllabus. But again, read the syllabus, make sure you know when the withdrawal date is for the class. Again, classroom behavior, read, make sure you read. Again, these are the typical things I need to have in the syllabus, so make sure you read these statements. Plagiarism, academic integrity, please make sure you read this. At Harper College and at most universities and other colleges, they're sticklers on this, okay? I have had to flunk students in my class for doing things that violated academic integrity, cheating and plagiarism. I take this very seriously, as do most, if not all, faculty and the university. So please make sure you do not avoid the temptation to cheat, whether it's on an exam, on homework, on a quiz, what the case may be. Okay. Here are important dates you're going to want to remember. Make sure you review these. And here are my tips for success. Please make sure you read these. And this goes back to some of the things I mentioned already. And here is the most important thing, the class schedule. Again, make sure you read this. If I do make changes to the syllabus, I will update the syllabus on Blackboard and we'll let you know via your email. So again, make sure you are constantly checking your student email. That's how I communicate with all my classes. So this is the way most professors communicate with students in their classes. So if you are not in the habit of checking your student email, make sure you do so every day. Because if I change the syllabus, I'm not going to make the announcement in class. I will make the announcement via email. Okay? So again, here's my syllabus. Again, check the dates. Everything is going to be in the syllabus. Okay? So again, every week you're going to have a binder quiz. Every week you're going to have a weekly quiz based on what we covered in class the week before. Okay, so again, they're not in the class schedule, but again, assume every day you're going to have a quiz at the beginning of the period, at the beginning of the classroom, or at the beginning of the class time. Okay, so if you go in with that mentality that every day there's going to be a quiz, or every week there's going to be a quiz, be prepared. Okay, these are not pop quizzes because I'm telling you you're going to have them. Okay, so be prepared. Okay, so every week you're going to have a weekly quiz, and you're also going to have from time to time a binder quiz to make sure that you're watching the videos and keeping up with the videos and keeping up with the schedule. So again, so for day one, we're going to watch the welcome video. So on day one, you're going to make sure you watch the welcome video and you have your section 1-1 quiz watched. Okay, you got to make sure that both of these are watched before this date. Okay, so before February 10th, you should have the welcome video watched. Okay, and section 1-1 watched for this class. Now again, keep in mind we are going to continue on with section 1-1, so you're not expected to have all of the videos watched for the first day of class. But again, if I were you, I would. I mean, if I was taking this class, I would have all of the videos for section 1-1. And again, it doesn't take long for a lot of these sections to watch the videos, maybe half an hour. Again, when I get to the videos, I'll show you where the times are. Okay, but again, everything is in the syllabus. Okay, so make sure you peruse the syllabus. Exam dates are in there. Everything's in there. So I put a lot of redundancies in my syllabi so that you can see where everything is at. Okay, so that's the syllabus. Okay, so next is, let's go to the course. This is the meat and potatoes right here. Okay, so here's where everything is located. Okay, here's the complete textbook PDF. Okay, this has all of the missing parts in it. So again, this is if you want to print this, I would highly recommend you print it. Make sure you have a 3-hole puncher. Okay, if you don't have one, I'm sure you can find one around campus. Again, get a hole puncher so you can punch these and put these in your 3-ring binder. Again, this is a free textbook that's created for this course. Okay, so here are the 3 units. Okay, all the material for the 4 units. And here are some flashcards. I'll tell you what these are in a minute. But I'm going to go through Unit 1. And I'm just going to go for Unit 1 because the rest of the units are pretty much the same. So if you go into the folder for Unit 1, here's all the chapter text. So again, if you want to print off the textbook in its entirety, you can do that. Or I've got each of the textbooks here. So if you want to go into Chapter 1, okay, let's go into Chapter 1. So for each chapter, I've got the chapter text. Again, it's got blanks through it for the flipped classroom. So you can print off the textbook here. So again, if you open the textbook here, okay, so here's Chapter 1. Again, it's got blanks. So if you watch the videos go off of the textbook, And so then what you can do is you can then fill in the blanks. So here's a blank you can fill in. Here's more blanks you can fill in. So there's blanks throughout the textbook that you will need to fill in by watching the video. Okay, so and there's lots of examples that you're going to need to fill in. So these would be sort of like your guided notes, right? And this will be also help you learn the material, okay, for the flipped classroom. Okay, so that's the way this is done for each and every chapter for this class. Okay, so if we go back, so I've got homework guides. So these are things that you're going to have to fill out, and these are things you're going to have to turn in for a grade. Okay, so if you go in here, these also go with the My Open Math. This is where your homework is going to be. Okay, this is the online homework that you're going to have to do. This is where your homework grade. But part of your homework grade also is by filling in. Now I do a PDF and a document, so I don't care which one you open up. If you open up the PDF, they're both the same. So what you're going to have to do is, for homework 1, you're going to have to fill in this information. Okay? So it says, in this section, you've got a list of very important vocabularies that you're going to use throughout the entire course. So you're going to have to fill in the information. Okay? This is going to help you with the homework for section 1.1. Okay? So you're going to have to fill in all of the information for this. Okay? This is going to help you with the section. And also, this is something you're going to have to fill in because you're going to have to turn this in for a grade. And then there's also one for each section. Okay? So these are the homework guides. Okay, so now, Chapter 1 flashcards. These are cool flashcard things online. You don't have to do them, but these are going to help you with learning the vocabulary. And these are throughout the course in Blackboard for each chapter. Okay, if you go through the flashcards, it actually helps you with the learning the vocabulary. Okay, so it says information collected from each object in a study. That's going to be your data. Okay, so data. Okay, population. What's a population? The set of all individuals you're interested in studying. So it's the collection of all objects or individuals or subjects that you're studying. Okay, so these are cool flashcards to help you study and memorize the vocabulary, because again, this is something you're going to need to know for the whole semester. And then I got the lecture videos. So here are the lecture videos. So be sure you have the printed out pages from the textbook before you watch these so you can fill in the missing pieces. Okay, so here are the videos, and I've got the number of minutes for each video. So section 1.1 is about 40 minutes. Section 1.2 is 26 minutes. So again, make sure you have all of the papers printed when you do this. Okay? Okay, let's go back. And then here's the My Open Math homework. So if you click on here, here's the math homework that you need to have done. So if you click on this, it's going to bring you back to where you're going to take the homework. And okay, oh, well, this is not available. Okay, so I got these time date sensitive, so it's not available yet, but when it does become available, it'll bring you to a page where you can actually start working on the homework. And this is something that you'll also be able to do in class for the flipped classroom. Okay, so here we go. Let's go back to here. Okay, so this is all for Chapter 1. And again, if we go back to Unit 1, we've got the same sort of thing for Chapter 2, Chapter 3, and then here's the Unit 1 review materials. Okay, so in the review materials, I've got there could be Unit review packet, Unit 1 flashcards to help you study for the exam, and also practice exams. Okay, these are other things that you can do in class during the review day. Okay, and also you can ask questions. Okay, so again, see the syllabus. Okay, this is also, once I hand back the exam, I will post the exam solutions here. Also, your Unit 1 reflection. This is something that you're going to fill out, hand in, or submit for a grade. Okay, so here's the reflection. Okay, so if you fill this out, you'll print this, fill out all your grades that you got for the homework, answer all of these questions, fill in all the numbers, and then you're going to submit this for a grade, a homework grade, through Blackboard. Okay, and so there'll be a submission here that's going to be available at the beginning of the semester, and what you would do is you would print this off, and there'll be another place to submit, and you would click it, you would attach it once you scan it as a PDF, and then you would submit it, okay, through Blackboard. Okay, very much like the extra credit essays that I'm going to cover in a little bit. Okay, so let's go back here. And then here's your formula sheet. So you can use this formula sheet for each exam. Now I will supply these for the exam, so you do not have to bring these with you to the exam. But in this exam, all of the areas that are shaded, you will not use for the exam. Okay, so for example, this is the cheat sheet for the first exam. Notice that the only things that are not shaded are these, this mode, right? Descriptive. So the mode, right? You'll need to know that. Other formulas. So here, you'll need to know this, right? For quantitative. Okay, that's it. So those are the only things you're going to need for the first exam. So everything else that's shaded, you can ignore. Okay, and as you go from unit to unit, more of these sections will become unshaded. Okay, which means that you can use them. Okay. Okay, so that means the formula sheet, more and more of the formula sheet you'll be able to use as the semester goes on. Okay, and again, same thing for each one of these chapters. Okay, each chapter is designed or set up the same way. Okay, and again, here's the key concepts for this chapter. So you should, at the end of the chapter, after you watch the videos, do the homework, do the flashcards, the Excel data files. Again, these Excel data files are what you're going to use in StatCrunch. Okay, so I've got the data files that you're going to use that you're going to upload for Excel to be able to use them with your StatCrunch for practice. Okay, let's go back. Okay, and so at the end of the chapter, when you're done with the chapter, you should know how to do all of this stuff. So again, make sure you go through the key concepts learned for each chapter so you're still on track. So you make sure that you're staying up with everything, okay? Because this will help you prepare for the exam, okay? And again, ask questions. If you don't know something, if you're unsure about something, please ask questions in class. That's where you want to ask questions. Or again, in addition to that, go to the tutoring center. The tutoring center is a great resource. Okay, so again, the way this is set up is this. It's very similar for each unit. Okay, and then also there's for the classroom for the final. Okay, let's see. Have anything else? No, that's it. Okay, and so that's the bulk of the material. Again, I encourage you, please make sure you spend time going through each one of these, familiarizing yourself with everything, that you know where everything's at, and you also familiarize yourself with the syllabus so you know when things are due. And again, always be going back and reviewing the syllabus every day. Review Blackboard every day to make sure you don't forget or miss anything. Okay. StatCrunch. So here's how you get the StatCrunch. Okay. you go through the Blackboard, and you're going to have to sign in or, again, subscribe and get access. So again, it's going to cost you money. I believe it's like $13, $14. Again, you're just going to have to go in there. It's not much at all. I know it's going to be less than $15 to get access, but you're going to need access to this. This is where you're going to use that data for StatCrunch to do a lot of the things that we're going to be doing in class and outside of class for practice. Okay? Again, this is a technology-driven class. And we're going to be also doing some things in class with StatCrunch too, so I'm going to show you how to do some of this stuff in class. Let's see. Extra credit essays. Again, there's going to be times for extra credit in this class. I give you a series of books that you may read for this class. Since this is a stat class, I'm going to give you books that you can read that are going to basically help you with things outside of this class that I think are very important, but are not going to be graded on. So this is going to be extra credit. So how do you do the extra credit essay? You're going to choose. You could choose up to 3 books to do an essay on. Okay, so here are the instructions on the extra credit essays. The essays you do at the end of the semester. Okay, you can read any of these books. Okay, as you're going to find out throughout the semester, I am a big fan of studying millionaires and studying wealth and what it takes to be wealthy. And the fact is, the matter is, most people in America, most students, do not know what it takes to become wealthy in this country. Well, I'm going to give you a glimpse into what it takes to become wealthy, and the answers are going to surprise you. The answers are not what you think they are. Okay, and this is one of the things that I've spent a long time studying and inquiring about. Okay, so again, these are just a few of the books that I have read and that you can read as well. And I'm going to share a lot of information with you throughout the semester because that's how important I think it is. And it's based on statistics too, which is another thing I'm a fan of. Okay, but again, you can earn extra credit. You don't have to. You don't have to read these books. You don't have to do the essays, but you can earn more extra credit if you do them. And again, it's up to you. Okay, if you have questions about this, you're more than happy to ask me about it. But again, read the instructions and make sure that you submit them before the due date. And again, there'll be another icon here where you can submit. So actually, let me get out of the preview so you can see them. So if you go back here, so let me go back to StatCrunch. Okay, let me go back to the course materials because I want to show you where. So let me go to Unit 1, and here's the Unit 1 reflection. Okay, so here's where you're going to have to submit. So once you print this, complete it, then you're going to scan it. You can use the library. You can use one of the computers or scanners on the campus, or you can use one at home or a local library. But go somewhere and make sure once you have it completed, you can go and scan it as a PDF file to your flash drive, on your desktop, on your laptop, whatever the case may be. I would get a flash drive if you don't already have one. They're very cheap, inexpensive to get nowadays. And you can scan it and save it to your flash drive. And then what you're going to do is you're going to submit it. And the way you submit it is you click on the submission here. And it's going to give you a way where you can browse your computer and you can select the file that you're going to attach, just like you would attach it to an email. And then once you attach the file, the completed reflection that you've scanned and saved, then you're just going to hit submit. Now be careful. Once you hit submit, you can only hit submit once. So make sure that when you submit it, that you can see it as a preview. Okay, so if I attach, let's say if I just browse something, I'm going to browse this. So let's say I choose this. This is just syllabus, but let me just see if I choose this. Now, see it here? You see that it's going to be attached. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit submit. Okay. Now, if I hit submit, oh, hold on a second. Oh, not saved. Oh, I guess I can't save it because it's not assigned yet. But anyway, what you would do is once you hit submit, you would then see it. And you would see it, once you go back in, you would see it as an attachment. And you should be able to click on it. You should be able to open it up. You should be able to see a preview of it. Okay? If you're not able to do any of those things, if you see a preview of it and you're not able to click on it, if you try to click on it and it just doesn't open up, it gives you an error message or something like that, email me because I'll have to delete it and have you resubmit. Please do not try to do Google. Do not give me a web, anything to do with Google Drive or something that I have to view, or it has to be a PDF file or a Word document. Okay. Do not try to upload anything else. It's just going to cause problems. Okay. Also, on the extra credit essays, you do the same thing. So here's your extra credit essay submission. Here's the due date. So you would have to make sure that you go through the same thing. Okay. So you'll have to go through, browse your computer, double click and attach it. Once you see it here attached, then you're going to hit submit. Again, you can only submit once. Okay, so make sure you have, if you're going to do more than one essay, make sure you have all 3 of your essays done and have them all attached. So you'll have 3 files to attach. Okay, so you'll have to attach all 3 files first, then hit submit. Okay, because you only get to submit once. Okay? Okay. So that's it. Now, other than that, is there anything else that I want to say? No, that's it. I think there's anything else. Oh, let's see. I went through StatCrunch, and we'll do more StatCrunch in class. But make sure you go through and you sign up for StatCrunch. And I think that's it. If you have any other questions, please make sure you reach out to me. Either before the semester begins or anytime throughout the semester. If you have any questions, make sure you reach out to me for answers and for help. Other than that, have a great day, and I look forward to meeting each and every one of you at the beginning of the semester, and I'll talk to you soon.